Derivatives involving log functions. Let's take a look at example number 2. How do we find the derivative of a function that is ln of 2x to the fifth power plus 3x? So we need to first notice that this function is a composite function. The outer function is ln, the natural log function, and the inner function is a polynomial. So we have to recall the chain rule, and it tells us if you want to take the derivative of f of g of x, what you will have is derivative of the outer function evaluated at the inner function times the derivative of the inner function. So in our case, y prime will equals the derivative of the natural log, which is 1 over the inner function, and the inner function is 2x to the fifth power plus 3x. Then you multiply by the derivative of the inner function, so it's a polynomial. Power 5 comes down, 2 times 5, 10. X to the power decreased by 1 plus derivative of 3x is 3. So that's it. And let's take a look at example 3. Okay, similar thing, y equals ln of cosine of x. So again, y prime is derivative of the outer function, okay, ln function, so it's 1 over the inner function times the derivative of the inner function. So derivative of cosine x is negative sine of x. So you can stop right here, or you realize it's sine of x over cosine of x. So it's negative tangent of x. They're equivalent. Now what about example 4? When we have y equals 1 over ln of x. And you notice, okay, it's a fraction. We want to get rid of fraction. We don't want to deal with fraction. So what we do is you change it to ln of x to the negative 1 power. Now again, it is a chain rule problem. Why? Because the outer function is the something raised to the negative 1 power, and the inner function is ln of x. So what we do, we get y prime is the outer function. Okay, so it's negative 1 power, so power comes down. Power decreased by 1. Then evaluate at the inner function times the derivative of the inner function. And you know you're done when the very inside or the inner function is just x. So now example 5. Okay, what about this one? X squared times ln of x. So now it's a multiplication. So you will use the product rule. Product rule said, so y will equals derivative of the first function. So derivative of x squared is 2x times the second function plus the first function times the derivative of the second function. And you can simplify if you want. That's y prime 2x times Ln of x plus just x